What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another video. My name is Myles with Holiday World out of Dallas, Texas, and today we are taking a look at my favorite full-time living fifth wheel floor plan of all time. This is the Keysstone Alpine 3910 RK, RK standing for rear kitchen. So we got a rear kitchen set up in here and a front bath, but you also get a half bath in the middle, and there are a lot of really cool things going on with the layout of this floor plan, especially how open it is in your living area there. And then also there's a change inside of here that is going to affect probably more than just this Alpine brand, but a lot of different brands across the entire fifth wheel RV industry. So we're gonna take a look at that change as well. Let's go. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another video. If this is your first time tuning into one of my videos, I'm super excited that you're here. Just sit back, relax, and enjoy. And if you do get something out of this video, consider hitting the like button down below and definitely hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and become a part of this growing community of RVers all around the world. If you want to connect with me on other social media platforms, links to my Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook are down below in the description, where you can find other RV related content that I post regularly. And then finally, if you are interested in this RV or maybe any RV that you have seen on my channel, I am in a sales position, so I would love to personally assist you in helping you purchase this RV, or maybe setting up a time to come and look at it in person. So if you are interested in that or need purchasing information, you can text me at the number on the screen. Keep in mind, I am in a sales position and I do not get paid by my company to make these videos. So I only get paid when someone like you sees these videos and trusts me enough to come and purchase one from me. So text me at the number on the screen there if there's anything I can do to help you make this RV yours. All right, y'all, I am very excited to get a video of this Alpine 3910 RK here, because it has been a long time since I shot a video of the last one, and they've made some changes since then. So we're gonna take a look at some of those. But this here is a big fifth wheel. You will see the specs up here on the screen. This one is coming in at exactly 44 feet from the very front tip to the very back. And then we'll come and look at the exact specs on the weight here. So looking on this sticker, the unloaded vehicle weight rating is 13,850 pounds. And then your gross vehicle weight rating will be 16,500 pounds there. So that's the exact weight on this trailer. And we're gonna walk around the outside first and then go inside and take a look at how awesome the inside of this floor plan is. But I wanna touch on some of this stuff out here real quick. First of all, looking at this side, this is gonna be your camp side. You can see you have the big campside windows. You have frameless windows all the way around this RV. And you have an awning on the slide out, plus you have a huge awning over this entire area here. That awning is absolutely massive. Also want to point out, you can see that you have 3 ACs on the roof. We will get up there on the roof as well. And you're going to have 2 200-watt solar panels. So this has a 400-watt solar system on it, meaning you're going to not only be able to keep your batteries charged, but also going to be able to power some outlets inside the RV off of solar as well. So a lot of stuff going on as far as the outside goes here. I'm still just shocked at how big this awning is. It covers such a huge area there. 2 outside speakers, and then you're going to have your pass-through storage compartment. Really neat thing about this pass-through storage compartment is that you have these tie downs here, so you can actually tie things down in this space. And then you're going to have a wrap subflooring up underneath here. Turn on this light there. TV hookups here, or I guess, actually, no, sorry, not TV hookups, just an outlet, so you have a power source there, because your TV is going to be in the outside entertainment area here next to it, which we'll look at in just a second. Going to have all aluminum framing here as well. You can see how close these aluminum framing pieces are to each other, so a lot of solid structure there holding things in place. You have heat ducting running into this cavity as well to keep it warm. And then it's just a huge space in here. You could fit a twin-size bed through there easily, and it's just a really large space. Next to it here, you have your outside entertainment space. So this TV will pull out so you can see the TV there. And you do have a 2-burner cooktop right beneath it as well. So you'll have this Capital Grill 2-burner cooktop and a pull-out drawer for storage. Looking up underneath here, you do have a light there as well. And should be a propane quick connect line right underneath here. So you can hook up that grill there, or that 2-burner cooktop, or you could hook up a grill out here off of that if you wanted to. Now with these doors, I want to point something out. First of all, you have these latches here to hold them in place. So a pin there that will disconnect to allow that to drop down. That way that thing is never going to fall on your head. And then they have these new latch handles on them here. So these I really, really like. This is something that is coming on all of the Keystone products here lately. Of course, I have to pull both of them at the same time to get it open. but it is such a smoother mechanism than what it used to be. It also has a really nice rubber grip pad right behind the handle, so very easy to grab. And it's less bulky on the back here, and you almost just have to come and try it in person just to feel how smooth the mechanism is versus what they used to be, because we do still have quite a few RVs on our lot that have a different mechanism for the latch handles there. But that is a much better mechanism, in my opinion, than what they were using before. Coming here, you're going to have 2 battery compartments, so it will come stock from the dealership with 1 battery already installed. If you want to get a second one, you can add a second one as well. And then you're going to have a solar plug here, so you could plug in an additional solar panel if you wanted to add on to the solar capacity. That plug is there for that. Coming back around here, going to have all of your hydraulic fluid down in this compartment here, plus your inverter for the residential refrigerator. You can also have your battery disconnect switches right there, so you can kill all the power going to the batteries there. You have a solar charge controller. You can see this is a bigger solar charge controller than what we see on the 200 watt solar packages from Keystone. This 400 watt package comes with this bigger solar charge controller there, and that is going to monitor the charge from your solar panel, or the power from your solar panel going to your batteries to keep the batteries charged. And you can download an app from them that is going to give you information about how much power is being drawn from the solar panel to the batteries, how much battery life is left on your batteries, how long they will take to charge, things like that. So, and then this all is a solar system that can be expanded upon. So if you want to expand upon it and add more solar power, that is something you can do as well. Underneath this compartment is a storage space. Now it is prepped out for an area that could fit a generator. However, this RV is not generator prepped, so there is no wiring done on this unit to have it prepped for a generator. And right now, generators are very hard to get. From the last I heard, it is about an 8 to 12 month wait to get a commercial Onan generator that would be put into this compartment here for the generator prep. So with that being said, that does not mean you can't get a generator at all. For instance, in our parts department, we have a Cummins generator in there. It's a 4,500 watt generator that's only about 1,300 bucks. And that's the one my family uses. Now what would come from the factory in there would be a Onan, or a Cummins Onan 5,500 watt generator. So that one that we have is a 4,500 watt generator that can be used to power certain things on the RV, but won't power absolutely everything. So those are just some things to keep in mind. The generator shortage is just an unfortunate problem that is going on right now, and has been going on for the past 2 years. Coming up here, you have this hitch vision plate. So this here is going to be a Keystone patent, where they have this vision plate here. As you back up, you're going to be able to see your hitch and how it lines up with this pin box, so you can get that aligned properly. And then this here is the Road Armor pin box. They're doing like this brushed black paint job on it now instead of a gloss paint like they used to have. Like the Alpine next to us has a gloss paint finish on it. This one has a matte sort of finish, so I kind of like that finish more actually. It looks a little bit better. And then you have this big rubber bushing here, so as this rotates back and forth, that is going to absorb a lot of your shock as you're going up and down the road, making sure that any braking and accelerating you do, you don't feel it so much, and it doesn't transfer so much to all of your belongings inside the RV and is absorbed by that rubber bushing there. Coming back to this side, you have 6-point auto leveling on here. It is hydraulic auto leveling, so you have 2 stabilizers here, 2 in front of the axles and 2 more behind the axles. Your auto leveling controls are right here in this panel. It can be used with your phone as well, so it can be done from your phone. Opening up this panel, you have your 2 30-pound propane bottles here side by side right next to each other. And then you have your water compartment area here. Now what I like to point out about the Alpines is with this water area that you have, there is nothing above you here that is going to cause you to have to bend over to get into this area. Other than the fact that it's a little low, there is not a slide out. I mean, the height of this slide out here is about 6'6" or 6'7". So, and then it's not even directly over this water area. Well, actually, okay, yes it is. So if you're 6'6", 6'7", maybe you might have to duck down, but other than that, you don't have to break your back to get down in the storage compartment compared to other brands that usually put them underneath a door like this. So you have to bend all the way down underneath that door to get into it. So that's something I really like about the Alpine. You also have Key TV, which is basically just a plug and play method. Don't need any additional cables or anything crazy or adapters or anything to get different signals and different channels to your different TVs inside the RV if you were to hook up a satellite outside. So that is a nice system there as well. And everything you need for water hookups is all in this cavity. And then you have your outdoor shower right here with hot and cold water. Close that up. Again, pass-through storage area. This in-command panel here, this is going to be all your color-coordinated wiring. So Keystone has all color-coordinated wiring. Behind this panel, you will have a legend there where all your wires are hooked up for the electrical components in this RV. Basically, this helps with troubleshooting if you have any electrical issues. That is something where a technician or yourself can open that up, see a legend of what each cable and what their color represents and where it's running so that they can diagnose issues faster for you, saving you money if you're bringing it in for service or saving you time if you're doing it yourself. Down underneath here, and actually I should mention with that, there are a lot of brands that do not use color coordinated wiring. So that is something that is actually unique, and you would think every brand did that, but they do not. So that is something a little unique about Keystone. Underneath here, you are also going to have a sewer hose storage compartment. And then coming this way, you can see you have dump station here for black and gray tank, and then you will have another gray tank dump there for the rear kitchen setup. But black and gray tank dump will be under here, fully enclosed underbelly, so everything underneath here is all enclosed. All your water tanks and water lines sit above the insulation in this enclosed cavity underneath here. And then you have a tankless on-demand water heater. So tankless on-demand water heater, that is something that is very unique about this model here. And I love that it comes with that, especially because so many people want to use this model for full-time living, and that definitely helps making your experience more comfortable, having that water and that hot water that's always available and unlimited as long as you have a water supply. Coming underneath here, you're going to have G-rated tires, and that is the Road Armor suspension up underneath here. So this Road Armor suspension here gives you 6 inches of travel. You have these rubber bushings here, there and there, that are going to give you 3 inches of travel up and 3 inches of travel down, so you get 6 inches of travel in total. It's the only suspension system coming out of the factory that gives you 6 inches of travel that I know of. Everything else is 3 inches of travel or less, so that is a great system there. On your slide out mechanisms, these are going to be rack and pinion hydraulic slides for your big slide out boxes, and then you have a Schwintek slide mechanism for your small bedroom slide. Coming back here, another feature that you have is the electric power cord reel. So your power cord is stored on an electric reel underneath here. You can see your retract button there, and that is another thing that makes this Alpine pretty unique at the price point that it's at, having that electric power cord reel. And you're going to have a 12-inch I-beam frame underneath the RV. Again, your gray tank dump spot right there. Have a towable hitch here. So this is going to be a hitch with a 3,000-pound towing capacity. So you will be able to tow off of this, and you can see you have your electrical connection there for your trailer lights. And then we'll get up on the roof and take a look at what's on the roof. Keep in mind, you do have backup camera and side camera prep on this RV as well. All right, coming up on the roof, you're going to have the Coleman Mach Q Series ACs. So these are going to be 12 decibels quieter than your standard AC system that people were used to in RVs. So a much quieter system, basically just as quiet as what would be a whisper quiet AC system that a lot of people familiar with RVs are used to. You have these attic vents here. So that is going to allow air and moisture in your attic cavity to vent out, so it doesn't sit in that cavity and has a way to escape. And then you see you have the two 200-watt solar panels up here on the roof, and this again is a system that can be expanded upon. You see you have more roof space here if you wanted to add even more solar, but it's going to come with a 400-watt system that is going to keep your batteries charged and allow you to also run outlets inside the RV. Finally, you have the Winegard 360-degree omnidirectional antenna. So that is going to allow you to have your over-the-air TV plus your radio, things like that. And if you install the Wi-Fi router, the wiring runs to that from inside the RV on the ceiling where you can install the Wi-Fi router. So that is everything up here on the roof, fully walkable roof, and you have fully walkable slide-out boxes as well. Let's hop down and then get inside this RV. Now that we've hopped down, I want to point out you do have a second entry door here on the back area, and I will point out why that is when we get inside, because that is unique to this rear kitchen model, as there are other rear kitchen models out there, but most of them do not have that rear access door, and I'm going to explain how that makes this Alpine different than a lot of other stuff out there. And as we walk inside, you'll see you have side camera prep right there. And you do have a polar pack on here. Alpines are rated to -4 degrees, I believe. So actually rated below 0 degrees in their testing, and is gonna be capable of everything you need for it to perform in cold weather as well as hot weather, with the 3 ACs on there as well. You also have 12-volt heat pads on all of your water tanks. So those 12-volt heat pads you can flip on that will run off the battery to keep your water tanks warm if you are transporting with water in your tanks in colder temperatures. So as we come inside, I want to point out that your steps here are strut assisted, so they will stay up on their own. They're not going to fall down and crush you when you go to take them out. And so this makes them weightless for you as you bring them down. They're the Lippert solid steps, so you get a really big top step there, and then the bottom step goes very close to the ground, so nice and easy getting in and out of here. You do have a screen door with the Lippert screen assist. So this bar here makes it so you can just pull down at any point and it'll disattach or disconnect that screen door there. As you walk in, look at all the space in this layout. It is absolutely huge. I am a huge fan of this floor plan here. You have a huge rear kitchen area here with the Insignia 4-burner cooktop. Nice big residential size microwave and convection oven combo, and just a great view from your kitchen area of everything you got going on in the space. And then with this Alpine, things that make it really unique at the price point that it's at are going to be, one, the tankless on-demand water heater. Having that tankless on-demand water heater is something that most everything else in this price point does not have, like a Montana or a Solitude, for instance. You also have a 100-inch wide body construction, so this is 100 inches wide. You have the electric power cord reel on the outside, so that is something that makes this Alpine pretty unique. You have 6-foot 10-inch slide out boxes, so these slide out boxes make this feel absolutely huge because of how tall they are, 6'10". And then you also have the in-command touchscreen control panel, and this is something that is a significant difference that I was talking about in the beginning of the video. This panel is new. I'm gonna go show you what the old one looks like, and then we're gonna come back to this one. So this is on another Alpine 3910 RK that we have. And when I turn this on, you can see you have the 3 buttons here. And then when you tap on here, there is about a half-second delay every time you touch the screen between when you touch it versus when the action actually takes place. And sometimes it's not even very quick or accurate with when you touch. So if you see me hit the lights button here and how long it took to respond, the new one is a huge improvement on that. I'm gonna go show you how the new one responds. So some people may not think that this is that big of a deal, but this is something that's really important to me with this touchscreen technology and it feeling really outdated on the previous models. But look, when I hit the lights button, okay, actually, dang it, I really thought it was gonna be quicker. The reason I thought it was gonna be quicker is it's a different feel on here. This feels more like glass. And I guess it still does take a second to respond, but it just feels better. There you go. So you can see like on this button here, the response time is much quicker on that. I guess going back and forth between pages, it takes a second to load, but when you're going to things like turning on and off lights, the action is much quicker and much more responsive. This feels more like an iPhone, and that other old system feels more like a 2010 model Android phone. So a big improvement on this, definitely a fan of this, really excited to see that, and this makes a big difference to me. May not be a big difference to you, but I definitely appreciate it. And this also will connect to your phone, so everything that this panel here can do, your phone can do as well if you're within Bluetooth range. So like to see that improvement on there, and this is definitely a much improved system. Now, as we look in this area, in your living space, you are going to have 2 sofas here that will pull out. And what I tell everybody with this floor plan is because of all the space that you have in here and how they laid this thing out, you can do so much. You can take this sofa out if you want. You can take this dinette table out. It is a freestanding dinette table that is just secured to the sidewall there. So if you wanted to take that out, very easy to do. If you want to take this out, very easy to do. If you wanted to take these recliners out or this out, very easy to do, and you can make this space whatever you want. But ultimately, there's so much room here. There are so many different ways that you could configure this to whatever setup you want to live in or camp in comfortably. You also have huge, big campsite windows, so really appreciate that. You can easily see out into your campsite. Have day and night shades on all your windows there, so you'll be able to have the day and night shades. And then going back into your kitchen area, solid surface countertop. You have a nice looking faucet here with the solid surface sink covers as well. You have a huge sink area there, and then you're gonna have the smaller one here next to it. Plus storage space down beneath here. Really big storage space. And all of your cabinets are soft close cabinets. So that is something that is also different from something like a Solitude that is typically much more expensive than what this is. So a lot of features on this Alpine that, in my opinion, makes this the best budget option, full-time living ready fifth wheel with a great floor plan. I mean, I can't speak highly enough about this product. I really am a big fan of it, to be honest. And coming up here, you have the convection oven microwave combo, big residential size, and then you have, of course, the Insignia 4-burner cooktop. This will open up. Really big oven there, could definitely fit a turkey. And then you have a warming tray down underneath here as well. You're gonna have 4 drawers that pull out. This little mechanism here is used to keep your refrigerator closed while in transit. But 4 of these drawers that are all the same size. Cabinets all up above here. Again, all soft close. Cabinetry up above the microwave area there. And then more storage here. Also have a little compartment back here in the back that goes all the way to the sidewall. Have a light underneath here and outlets back there as well. Open this up and you have a huge pantry. See how high it goes up there. And then this here is just some decorative lighting. A wine rack up here, and then a residential size refrigerator. So open this up and you will see you have all that space down in there. And then because of the inverter, this thing runs off the battery, and I can actually already feel it getting cold. I literally haven't had this plugged in for maybe more than 20 minutes, and I can already feel the coolness in that refrigerator. So that's the advantage to the residential refrigerators, is they cool down so much quicker. So you'll have that there, and that's pretty much everything in this kitchen area, I believe. I want to make sure I didn't miss anything that y'all might want to know. We'll talk about the AC system real quick, because you have a residential air filter in this AC system from Keystone. So that is going to filter out way more than what we are used to seeing in prior year models, where they used to just have that really thin black foam pad that literally filtered out nothing more than maybe pet hair. This is actually a residential grade filter that is going to filter out your dust particles, dead skin cells, all that stuff, for a much cleaner air system. And then you have the blade AC vents. So if you've been on my channel for more than a week, you probably know what these are, but these push air out in a 360-degree motion. This is a great innovation that everybody is starting to copy now, because this gets significantly more air coverage, plus it's quieter as the air comes out of there. So it is about 20% more efficient than the standard directional vents that just shoot air in one direction that we're used to seeing, as these push air out in a 360-degree motion, giving you significantly more air coverage. And then on this Alpine here, you'll have this AC and your front AC in the bedroom ducted together, and then this will be an optional third drop-in AC. So this is an optional feature that we order this Alpine with, just like the 400-watt solar system is an optional package that we order this Alpine with, where this is going to run independent, and this is just going to help cool down this big area faster here for you. So that's just about everything in this area. Let me lift up this table here. I'll show you the storage underneath here. Nice big storage area. You can fit cards and board games and stuff like that under, and you do have a leaf that will come out to add about another foot worth of length on that table. One thing I always like to point out on Keystone products is when you lift up this subflooring here, first of all, this is the exact same material as the flooring here, so you get a match on that. Very flexible, but also rigid. And then when you lift this up, you have a fully wrapped subflooring underneath here. So the subflooring is wrapped. Do this on a lot of other brands and you'll start to see that most brands just have exposed wood underneath here. So this wrapped area underneath here is going to have another layer of protection to keep your subflooring underneath there safe. But this will also be a water resistant material here, so water shouldn't soak through that either, which will help. Both of these sofas make into beds. I don't know if I mentioned that, but those will both make into beds as well. And then you have a fireplace that will put out heat, so that's going to be an electric heat source that you don't have to run the propane to get heat from. You also have heat pumps in the ACs as well, so those will be used to extract some heat if you need to use the heat pump in the AC for another electric heat source. You have a ceiling fan right above your recliner chairs here. Both your recliner chairs will lay flat, plus they have the heat and massage features on them as well, and USB ports. And it's just so many windows all the way around. So much natural light in here. I really didn't even need to turn the lights on to do this video because it is so bright in here. 50-inch screen TV, gonna have some storage space here and all of your radio controls with your 2 speakers here on each side. That should complete everything in this area. Going up through here, you're going to have a half bath. And my favorite thing about this half bath is, one, look how big it is. But also, if you want a washer dryer, your washer dryer prep is actually in the half bath. Now, why I like this so much is because it doesn't take up any wardrobe storage. Or if you don't need the washer dryer, you just have a ton of storage in here. But regardless, it won't take up wardrobe storage for the washer dryer, which I absolutely love. And then as we come back in here, you have your medicine cabinet. So really, actually some pretty deep shelves for medicine cabinet in there. You can see this outlet here, it says inverted outlet. So that is one of your outlets that you will be able to run as this one sits right now off of the solar power. You won't actually have to have a plug into a 50 amp connection to get power to that outlet there because of the 400 watt solar system. And then underneath here, you have storage underneath the sink, breakers and fuses right there. Sink here, nice deep sink bowl actually, black faucet, and then your central vac system is down here in the half bath as well. So you will have a hose that reaches the entire interior length of this RV. You also have a porcelain Dometic a porcelain Dometic toilet there. It's an elongated toilet. And coming up into the bedroom, you have a king size bed. Across from the king size bed, you're going to have all these drawers here. You're getting a little sneak peek to the bathroom area as well. And you have a bench in the bedroom. So this bench will flip up. You got all that storage space in there. Have 5 drawers here that will all pull out. And a TV in the bedroom as well. And then switching over to this side, you can flip the bed up here so you have storage that is framed out underneath here. You are going to have an outlet underneath this nightstand there. And you can see your nightstand there, pretty good sized little nightstand, and you have another outlet on the wall as well. And coming to this side, you'll have an outlet underneath this area. So plenty of outlets in the bedroom. Again, this is a king size bed. Have a dimmer switch here for your lights. So you can see those dim there and get brighter. And then you're going to have, this is just a little change, but they have a black paint on these reading lights here. These used to be different last year. They weren't as bright of a light. They were more like that blue light. These are an actual more bright reading light that you get. That's a little bit of a change from what previous models had. Another outlet on this wall as well, and an outlet on the ceiling. So outlets all over the place. Let's look at the price real quick since we have it here. If we can get this little key tag out of the way. Of course, we got all kinds of things trying to block us from the price. All right. So with all the options that are on here that we ordered them with, this MSRP comes out to $138,584. So that is not our actual sales price there. That is just the MSRP. This will sell for tens of thousands of dollars below the MSRP price. I just don't know exactly what the actual sales price we can sell it for is, since that decision is not ultimately up to me. But I am in a sales position and would love to fight for you to get you the best price possible on this RV if this is something that you like. So you can text me at the number on the screen, or it is down below in the description of the video as well. And I would love to help you out and get you all the purchasing information you need to decide if this is the right RV for you. So you can text me at that number there and I'd love to help you out. Moving on to the bathroom, huge door here, which, you know, that just reminds me, something I forgot to talk about. This door as well, there's something we need to talk about real quick. I am 6'2", and this is at my eye level right here, which means you can see I can actually walk in and out of this Alpine without hitting my head or having to duck under this door. That is a big deal. That is something you don't notice until you just know to look at it. But it is intuitively my reaction to walk into an RV and duck, because I'm used to doors that are about 6 feet tall or so, maybe sometimes like 5'10". This one is 6'4", so I do not ever have to duck going through that door, and they're 30 inches wide. So it's a really wide door as well, which brings me to the point of this door here. Again, you have a really wide door going through this bathroom as well. Now this one is not quite as tall. This here is going to be about 6 foot, so you may have to duck to get under that one. But I wanted to point out that entry door because that is a change that Alpine made. It didn't always used to be that way. They did make that entry door bigger. You have a solid porcelain toilet here, nice shelving back behind it as well. Big window for natural light coming in, and then you have a dual sink setup with 2 medicine cabinets, another big window here for more natural light. Again, all solid surface countertops, outlet there. Open up these medicine cabinets and they are nice deep shelves there. Looks like these ones are just blackout shades in the bathroom, no day shades in the bathroom, which would make sense, I suppose, because really all you need is the shade for some privacy there. But have the blackout shade. Have a fiberglass one-piece shower here with a seat in the shower. Nice black appliances for your shower head. And then I'm about 6'2", 6'3" with my shoes on. And right here, my head with my shoes on just barely touches this. So I'm gonna say the ceiling height in the shower to this lip right here is about 6'3". And then you have the dome here, which will get you up to about 6'6" for the height that you can fit in this shower. Have nice shelving here as well to put your soaps and different things like that. Sliding glass door, and then you have a wall-to-wall wardrobe back here with seating, or I guess it's not really seating, it's a bench down underneath here, but it's really not a bench, it's more like a shelf, so you can put shoes and whatnot down underneath here. This is your central vac hose that it will come with, and just a really big space here with sliding doors from each side to close that up. So full wall-to-wall clothing rack that you have and shelving up top. You have a fan in here as well as a fan in the half bath, AC ducting coming in here, and you have storage underneath each sink as well. So you'll have that storage space down there. And I believe that is just about everything. I don't think I missed too much. Hopefully I didn't. If I did miss something, let me know down below in the comments. All right, y'all, that's all I got for you. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit the like button down below. It is getting to that time of the year where there ain't no choice but to come out here and just sweat it out getting these RVs, and I'm probably gonna have to get more of them hooked up to AC now because it is just hot in here when they are not. So worked up a little sweat for y'all. Hopefully you appreciate that. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already subscribed to this channel, and if you are interested in this RV, you can text me at the number on the screen up above, or you can text me at the number down below in the description as well. And I would love to help you out, get you all the purchasing information you need for this RV to help make it yours. And that's all I got for y'all. Until next time, I'll see you out camping.